What is going on, everybody? This is John with my boy Lee, and this is episode 32.
32. Is that a Shaq number?
That's
Is
that's one of
32 a Shaq
that's one of
number?
Shaq's numbers, man.
Is that like Orlando Shaq? 32
It's
Shaq's
I
numbers.
think it is Orlando Shaq.
Man.
I think he actually wore it. Did he also wear 32 for the Phoenix Suns?
Yeah, he won it or he wore it in the Heat too as well. So I guess he probably won it when whatchamacallit. When he wore it in Phoenix, Orlando. He was 34 when he was in LA. That was probably like one of the other like great bigs in LA though that rocked the 34.
Yeah,
I want to say like Kareem could have rocked the 34.
I think Kareem rock the 32?
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Maybe George Michanin, maybe. Who knows? I don't know. I don't feel like Googling it right
Was
now.
George Michael in 45?
You know what? Your basketball facts are better than mine. But speaking of the Lakers, we're not in the fucking the playoffs.
I mean, we're talking about times when Lakers actually were
uh,
good. Dude, it has been a rough
what
season.
happened? Was it? I wasn't really able to keep up with everything. Was it just like injuries? LeBron was out. Was like KD or AD out?
AD was out for a while. LeBron was out here and there. Westbrook, you know, didn't it didn't
They-
it didn't they didn't he didn't mesh well with LeBron and AD.
mm,
They have no bench.
mm,
I mean, going into the season, they were the oldest team in the league.
yeah. It was just more of just like or just I don't know. Like Braun just wanted to play with his friends and he didn't think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I was excited. It looked good on paper. We had like Melo, Westbrook, and Westbrook was like doing like triple doubles and stuff.
Yeah,
What we wanted Westbrook to be is what DeRozan became or is or has always been this season. Or DeRozan really got a chance to shine. And I guess I heard a thing where like DeRozan could have been on the Lakers, but
mm-hmm.
then LeBron was like, "Now I want to play with Brody."
Yep. So
But
they could, instead of having Westbrook and instead of having Westbrook,
mhm.
they could have had DeRozan, Buddy Hield, and Harrison Barnes.
Yeah. And we still would have had Caruso and KCP too, right? We would have kept them.
Okay, so Casey, so if they would have traded, I mean, no, because
No.
if
Oh.
they would have traded for Buddy Hield and Harrison Barnes, it would have been Kuzma, KCP, and then Montrezl Harrell.
Oh,
So
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 they
basically,
would have went to SAC.
basically the same pieces that went to Washington would have went to SAC.
Mm. Except for but Caruso was like on a contract thing and they just didn't want to sign him.
What happened with them was that they gave the money to Taylor Horton Tucker, and
Oh,
so they
interesting.
essentially chose Taylor Horton Tucker over Alex Caruso.
Mm.
Which, I mean, Horton Tucker's the younger guy, but Caruso's like hyper energy piece that you kind of need
Yeah.
on a team.
Is
For
that
the
he's is
Lakers.
that a 3 and D guy or just like defense and like offense? I never really understood that term 3 and D.
3 and D is just is a guy that can shoot, is essentially a guy that just shoots threes.
Oh, literally threes and
Threes
D.
and D.
Oh, okay. No, Caruso is more of just like, well, I guess kinda, but he's not like the greatest. He's just all around good player, man. I fuck with Caruso.
Caruso's one of those high energy guys.
Yeah, like he gets shits done, but he's a good like defense.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like defense, and he's efficient enough on offense that you still want him on the floor for offense.
Right.
Like he's not a hindrance.
He's not such a burden on offense.
Mm-mm. But yeah, man, I'm happy for the Bulls though. Shouts out DeRozan.
Dude,
If we had DeRozan in the Lakers and that kind of like that Buddy Hield, uh,
I think you might have been better off because then you
we
would
would
have.
have at least been on the playoffs, hopefully ish.
Yeah, because then like DeRozan would have been able to carry
Have the year he's having.
yeah. But then that's the question: does DeRozan have the year that he's having on the
Yeah,
Lakers?
yeah. Who knows? And then yeah, fuck. Hindsight's like 2020, man. I'm
And,
happy for DeRozan though.
and is DeRozan really a guy that plays well with LeBron? I think that's the other thing you need to consider because DeRozan doesn't shoot a whole lot of threes.
Yeah, he's like a solid like mid range. Maybe it could have been like the same problem
I mean,
with
yeah, I mean,
with like Westbrook of just clogging up the lane.
yeah, I think the only difference being is like at that point you run LeBron at the point instead of having LeBron at like I think that a lot of times this season he was like the power forward or like the small forward.
Oh, he was like the 4 or the 3.
Yeah, he's either the 3 or the 4. So like,
Mm.
but then like with DeRozan you can run LeBron at the 1, still run AD at the 4, and then you still have some form of spacing. And then with a guy like DeRozan, you have a slasher that actually plays pretty well with LeBron as a playmaker. It's just a matter of whether or not LeBron would actually go through with being a playmaker
Yeah.
instead of a high usage scorer type guy that he is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, LeBron averaged 30 points a game this season.
He
So,
did really good.
yeah.
Fuck. If they're, I don't know. Are the Lakers gonna blow it up? Is LeBron gonna peace out to LA, retire in Cleveland, and call it a career? Like, what's gonna happen?
No, LeBron. Honestly, if you're the Lakers, you probably just find a trade partner for Westbrook. Try to build relatively younger,
Mm-hmm.
and you still got to. You're the Lakers are tied to LeBron and AD.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, long rephrase. They're tied to LeBron,
Yeah.
and at the end of the day, it's LeBron's team. Like
Mm-hmm.
LeBron's not going anywhere.
Mm.
LeBron will keep as much flexibility as he can until his son hits the league,
Mm.
and then he'll do whatever he can to be on his son's team,
And then call it a career.
and then call it a career after a year.
Well, yeah. I mean, his like longevity and stuff. Freaking all right. How are your Clippers, man? They stayed maintained the 8th seed. Where like the Lakers Clippers at one point it was kind of like, oh, we're all like 8th,
Yep.
7th, and then the Lakers just fell the fuck off.
Well,
I was like hoping for a play in, then they just fell the fuck off.
Well, it's interesting. It's interesting because it's a kind of interesting dynamic because the Lakers essentially paid 3 dudes max money,
Mm-hmm.
and so what you got was like this like huge like lack of depth. Bunch of
Mm-hmm.
guys on like 1 year deals. They had to deal with Kendrick Nunn not playing at all this season.
Mm.
They're trying to fill the roster with like young cheap pieces that doesn't necessarily work.
Yeah.
And then like your big money backups like Taylor Horton Tucker and I mean again Kendrick Nunn, but like Carmelo Anthony didn't contribute like they were supposed to.
Yeah.
So it's like ways like with the Clippers, like yeah, dude, Kawhi hasn't played a single game this season.
Mm-hmm.
Paul George missed like 2/3 of the season.
Yep.
They traded for Norman Powell, and he played like 3 games before he got hurt.
Mm.
But it's been probably one of my it's one of my favorite seasons to watch.
Is it just because of like they're scrappy of like trying to make something work from like what the situation is?
I mean, it's like it's such an interesting dynamic because you have Ty Lue who's like coaching out of his mind, and
Mm-hmm.
I would make the argument should be coach of the year.
Mm.
But I mean, there's a lot of like really good options. Like, is it JB Bickerstaff over in Cleveland?
Okay.
That's a really
Yeah, Cleveland was like this like I don't want to say Cinderella story, but like a sleeper. Like no one thought about him.
No one thought about him.
Yeah.
So you got Cleveland. That's a good option. I mean, you can always go with Nick Nurse for what they're doing up in Toronto. But
yeah,
like,
them too.
But like with the Clippers, it was like they found ways to like win randomly and like go on these runs. And you have a guy like Reggie Jackson who's averaging the most points on the team, but he's only shooting 39% from the field.
He makes shots, man. He makes tough shots, bro. He's fun to watch.
He makes clutch shots.
Yeah.
He's an inconsistent shooter until you get to like 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter,
And he's just like, all right, it's game time.
and then he gallops down the court, just like. No, but it's just a testament to like how much depth the Clippers have acquired.
Mm-hmm.
That they are able to go on these like winning streaks and like deal with the highs and lows of the season without having 3 of your best guys. Like certainly without having your top 2 guys.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been all of the like the huge like scoring comebacks. I mean, you were down 35 against Washington. They just beat Utah down 25 at one point.
Damn.
They beat Philly and Denver down 20 something without Paul George, without Kawhi, like basically just all backups.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been one of those seasons as a Clipper fan where you're just like, damn, if we had at least if honestly like I'm sure most Clippers fans feel the same way, but like if Paul George would have played the whole season, they wouldn't be in the play-in.
Yeah, they would at least
They'd
at least be a little more up.
because like they before Paul George got hurt, they were the 4th seed.
Mm-hmm.
So like you figured they'd probably stay somewhere around somewhere between 4 and 6.
In the mix in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, in the mix in the middle. But
Yeah.
if you have Kawhi back, there's a very easy argument to be made that
Yeah.
they could have beaten your Suns, and your sleeper pick of an MVP
Oh,
might
bro,
not be
bro,
a
bro.
sleeper pick of an MVP. Oh man.
Okay, so recap. In the beginning, when before the season started, I had two super hot takes saying that Devin Booker was, well, the hottest take was the
Your
Kings would
hottest
win
take.
the championship, so that didn't
I
pan
mean,
out.
but
We're
that wasn't a serious hot take.
I mean, kinda, but not really.
You
It's
are.
always a Hail Mary. It's a Hail Mary.
I
It's a
mean,
Hail Mary.
you're from the area, so like I totally get it. Like,
Yeah, no, it's never. It's I don't. It's always jokingly, but then it's like it's jokingly. It's jokingly
of course,
because
of course.
I don't know if the Kings would ever. Shouts out the Kings. I hopefully they go back to their Weber days and white chocolate days. But across from that tangent, my hot take was Devin Booker would be MVP. And I don't know if he's definitely not a sure shot for MVP, but I
No.
guess he's getting MVP nods at least.
Okay, so I read it. I read a couple of articles recently that have him in top 5.
Damn.
Like they
Probably
say-
like what behind like Joker. Well, yeah, I don't know, like Embiid and who's like front runner, Embiid, Giannis, Joker still, or
it's those 3 that are like your top 3, and then you have like Devin. I think the last article I read had Devin Booker 4,
mm.
and
like a
then-
Luca or something.
Yeah,
Mm.
Luka 5.
Mm. Freaking okay, so there's that one hot take.
Yeah.
Then I also want to ask you about something different, but
Cool, but I have to tell you, I've roasted you for your Devin Booker.
you really did. You
Yeah.
fucking you were low key mad at the Devin Booker take.
I yes, I was. But the only defense I have is I thought that Chris Paul should have gotten more of the love.
I think
the
that's
Suns
what we
turnaround than
argued
Devin
about.
Booker.
That's
And,
what we argued about
and-
was who was more important.
And like going off of last year, I thought Chris Paul was more important. So
Mhm.
like now that you have Devin Booker kind of taking the next step, and Chris Paul was out for like huge chunks of time. So now that you have Devin Booker back, it's a totally different like. Now that you have Devin Booker like taking on all of that load, like
Mhm.
different change of opinion for sure. But I did roast you for it. I'm gonna take the high road. And be,
No.
tell you and apologize to you for your
thanks.
for roasting your hot take.
It's okay,
really,
man.
It's really solid.
I mean, go ahead.
No. I was just gonna.
No, I was gonna say I was just saying hot takes for the sake of doing hot takes. So it's not like I was a ESPN analyst about like this is solid bullet points of why Devin Booker. I think my main thing was just like I just thought he would like he's like really competitive and he has like the shouts out RIP Kobe,
Yeah.
like the whole Mamba mentality thing. And I was like, oh, after a loss like that in the playoffs, he wants to come back stronger. So that was my thing about it, is what I thought. But it's still a hot take for the sake of being a hot take.
Cool. I mean, yes. But I totally bought into. I at one point really bought into your second hot take. Because you didn't have one, you didn't have two, but you had 3 really really interesting hot takes. But you had the hot take being the Boston Celtics were gonna be like at the top of the league, and
Yeah.
I mean at this point I don't know if they're gonna make the top, but they're like
They're third. They're
like
third.
right there.
Yeah, they were one at one point, which was crazy.
Yeah. But it's just crazy. I honestly didn't see like Robert Williams taking that next big step as a defensive anchor in that defense. And I think, and while like as of like I think a couple of days ago, it was announced that he's out for the season. Like you're still getting 30 some odd points from Jason Tatum on a night, and you're still getting about 25 to 30 from Jaylen Brown.
So, I like their dynamic. I'm happy they stay together.
Yeah, and then with like Jason Tatum being able to play a little bit more than 4 at times, it gives Jaylen Brown a little more opportunity to kind of like take a little more initiative on offense. But those Celtics look really good.
Dude, but like the beginning of the year though, they were like the Lakers where it was like they couldn't figure it out, and like you're just like it wasn't looking good for the Celtics at the beginning. And then like I look at standings one day and they shot up to 1. I was like, holy shit. Did they go on like a 20-game winning streak? Like what happened?
They just went on a fucking run.
They just went on a fucking run.
They went on a run. And it was like they would like win 3 or 4 games and then lose one, win 3 or 4 games and then lose one, and
And
then it just
just
like
steady, consistently climbed.
slowly shot up until you know they were one at one point. And then you had Miami going on like a huge run
Yeah, shouts
towards
out
it.
Miami. I like we'll see where it's always like it's so interesting. This was a very fun. I think the Eastern Conference was more like fun to like watch and more dramatic to kind of see like who's gonna get in there.
I
I'm
thought,
happy for the Raptors are
yeah,
in there. They're fifth right now.
dude,
Shouts out Van Fleet.
Raptors came out of nowhere. Shout out to Scotty Barnes, their rookie, putting in work. Cleveland being coming from out of nowhere to start the season, running high, and then handling injuries to Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, their rookie.
Evan Mobley is really. Do you think if he didn't get injured, is the rookie of the year? Who do you think's rookie of the year?
If it were me voting at this point, I probably vote. Okay, I have a little bit of bias because like I've been a huge when like they were doing the draft and they're like, oh, Cade Cunningham should go one. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
what about Evan Mobley for the first pick? Because I
Mm-hmm.
think as a talent, like Evan Mobley's just gonna be this trend, this like generate. I think Evan Mobley's a generational talent, kind of like Luka in a way.
Interesting. Okay.
But like, because Evan Mobley's like 19,
Damn, he's hella young.
7 foot, and he can do almost anything on the court.
That's crazy.
Like he plays plus defense. He's a plus playmaker. He can shoot. Like he just he just needs to bulk up a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then he just needs to develop some consistency on the offensive end. But like, dude, that Cavs team is gonna be a beast sooner rather than later. And that's one of the youngest teams in the league.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when Sexton comes back, he'll be the oldest starter. Because I think Jared Allen's like 25.
Mm.
Colin Sexton's like 26.
Yeah.
Darius Garland's only 24. Evan Mobley's 19.
Damn. They're good, man. They got a nice young team down there.
They have Lauri Markkanen still, who's like they got Lauri Markkanen, who's really young and can shoot.
And the veteran leadership that is Kevin Love.
Yes.
I'm happy for him. It was like everyone was like once the whole like LeBron left and the whole Cleveland high
Well,
went down.
it's funny because like last season Kevin Love just wasn't happy in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about how they were like I was reading like rumors and stuff that he wanted out of Cleveland and everything, and then like this season like he's talked about how like it's hard not to enjoy playing with this team,
Yeah.
and he's just
It's just like a good group of guys.
Yeah.
And I feel like winning always cures everything too.
I mean-
The fact that they're winning helps.
I mean winning cures a lot, but winning I feel like when you win from like other stories I've read, like winning like allows you to kind of have like certain conversations that you can't have when you're losing.
Mm. I feel like it's a mixture of them winning games like they did, and the fact that I feel like Kevin Love has a genuine connection with the young guys and like really enjoys playing with them. So it's
Yeah.
like winning, and you're like, yo, I want to win with you guys,
Right.
type shit. So that's cool. Freaking yeah, man! Shouts out to the Celtics though for my
Yeah.
hot take.
I need to go back and listen to our season preview to see like what all of our hot takes and where everything.
I think-
next episode's just gonna. I feel like next episode's just gonna be us going through like.
I could clip up some clips of like what we said. I think there was a wager involved of like jerseys. We could edit it. We could edit this, or like we could tweak it. So if you come to see me or if I come to see you, we could figure something out for like the live episode for the bet.
We'll have to figure something out. But we need. I'm gonna go back and like look up all of our stuff and then see how wrong I was and how right you were.
No, you're what you were really right on was the T-Wolves, bro, the Timberwolves.
Oh, man,
You were really good on that. You had some good like proper takes as well. Like it was some proper takes.
mine weren't nearly as hot as yours.
No, I was doing hot takes for sake of doing hot takes. Shouts out the Kings. Hopefully next year.
I had the Kings. I had the Kings at 10, I think.
Yeah, I think you were gonna put them in the play-in.
But
yeah, no, I'm happy for the Timberwolves though.
yeah, no, dude, super happy for the T-Wolves. I have a question though.
Yeah.
Okay, so as of this recording, we have 8 play-in teams.
Yeah.
So on the East we have Brooklyn, we have Cleveland, Charlotte, and Atlanta, and on the West we have the T-Wolves, the Clippers, Spurs, and Pelicans.
Wait, hold up. For the East, it goes to 10, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so it's the Hornets, Hawks, Cavs, Nets.
Yeah.
Are we going up to 7?
yeah.
Is 7 down to 10?
7
Okay. Then for the West,
It's,
who we got on the West?
And in the West, it's in order. It's the Wolves, the Clippers, Pelicans, and Spurs.
Yep.
Of those 8 teams, do you think any of them can make the final?
Oh well, I mean, if anyone could do it, it's gonna be the Nets on the East because it's at least they're in the playoffs. And once the playoffs come, it's kind of like the regular season standings, like kind of they matter because like home court advantage to like the little details. But it's kind of now it's like we're in a playoff game. Let's get this. It's playoff basketball now. It's some new shit. I think if anyone could from like a bottom seed go all the way and like win the whole thing, it would definitely be the Nets. If health, if they're all healthy, right?
Right.
Then from the West, if my Lakers were on there, I would have been like, yeah, the Lakers.
I mean, you would have had your hot take again.
Is Kawhi projected to come back at all this season?
Nobody knows.
Okay, if Kawhi comes back,
I will tell you, Kawhi's been practicing.
Okay.
I don't know if I don't know if he's done like any like 3-on-3s or 5-on-5s with like the team.
Yeah, if they just load manage the shit out of Kawhi and like he's actually in like tremendous shape and is ready to go for playoffs, then I'll give it to the Clippers.
I mean,
to win it.
Okay, I don't know if the Clippers are gonna make the NBA Finals. Like I don't. I can see them. If they win against Minnesota and they get the 7th seed, I could see them
with the Kawhi-less Clippers. Are we talking about a Kawhi-less
Clippers?
Okay.
Without Kawhi, I can see them beating Minnesota because it's one game winner take all. Like you anything could happen on that.
Yeah.
If they can win that and they can face the Memphis Grizzlies, who I think are locked in at the 2 seed at this point. I could see them taking advantage of a younger Grizzlies squad. Because now, like, really the only person of any consequence that's out for the Clippers is Kawhi.
Yeah.
Like, Paul George is back, Norman Powell's back, Robert Covington's been playing amazing. We've got depth for days, which I know they say, like, oh, your rotation shortened in the playoffs, but, I mean...
They got depth.
We'll see. We got situational depth, which is, I think, is really key in the playoffs at times. So like I could see them beating Memphis as a 2 seed. I mean it'd go back to it'd be another like playoff series against the Grizzlies, which during the Lob City era was always a fun time to watch. But I don't know if they get past. I don't know. Like after they beat Memphis, it would be the winner of the 4-5 series, the winner of the 3-6 series, which I think at this point is Dallas.
Warrior.
Oh, is it Warriors?
Nuggets.
See, and then like, the Golden State hasn't been the same since Draymond.
Curry is out.
Since Curry and Draymond were hurt at different times. So that team might not be the same. So I could see the Clippers coming back.
Ugh. It's all about health, bro. It's like health and like and execution.
It's
on
health,
like the playoffs.
It's execution. It's luck.
Yeah, it's a little bit of luck too of who clicks at the right time.
Right. There's a lot of things that go. There's a lot of things that go into it.
I think the Grizzlies would beat the Clippers though if that did happen because I feel like
I totally could see the scenario.
Because John Morant's been playing amazing, and I feel from there because they were in the playoffs and lost, right?
Yeah.
Like they have playoff experience, so I feel like they'll at least get out of would that be the first round?
That'd be the first round.
I feel like the Grizzlies would have like a second round knockout against whoever who would against what like a Warrior. Oh well, honestly, I don't know if it's like Warriors and Nuggets. Who knows? Maybe they could go to the finals if that's like the bracket. They might have like a good little bracket where they could make a run. Yeah. But health depending. Because if Jamal Murray comes back, that would be crazy.
Oh, I don't think. I think I just read that Jamal Murray and was it Michael Porter Jr.
They're out.
They're both out. Like, I don't think they're anticipating them coming back.
Okay,
this
then
season.
yeah, I can see the Grizzlies making a run, and but it all depends if the Warriors are healthy. If the Warriors are healthy, then I could see like a Warriors Suns final.
And then let's not discredit Dallas. I mean, Luca's been on a tear.
Hmm.
He's dealt with he's lost, was it 2 or 3 straight playoff series to the Clippers?
Yeah, I think he definitely we could do that. Freaking fuck. I think I don't know. Man, I want Jordan Clarkson to win a championship.
Dude,
But I feel like I don't know.
the Jazz
Am
have
I
been.
sleeping on the Jazz?
I don't. I think everyone's gonna be sleeping on the Jazz. The Jazz have really come into this playoffs with like more questions than answers.
Yeah, because they were like steady, like holding the reins for a while in the beginning, then they
Well,
kind of dropped down.
well, they were the 1 seed for a while, and then they were the two
Hmm.
seed for a while, and then they were the 3 seed for a little bit, and then they were the
Yeah, they
fourth
just
seed
kind of
for a
like
little bit.
steady, like
But
went down there.
but they have found unique ways to lose. Like they've lost multiple
Like
double
close
digit
ass
leads.
games,
Yeah, dude, no, they've lost a bunch of games where they were up by a lot, and then
and then
just gave up
just
the lead.
like they just lost focus.
Yeah, so it's like you can easily say that like, oh, if Utah just maintains their leads, like they'd win. But it's like
Mm.
they also haven't proven that they can hold their leads
Ugh.
against playoff caliber teams.
This is gonna be a fun. I really like it because it's a bunch of new teams that get their chance to win something.
Yeah,
I
I feel
on the
like I
East,
feel like it's definitely a change in the guard season.
yeah, I like it. I like it. On the East, I don't know. I think if the Nets are healthy, I think they could still take it no matter like what place they're at.
I feel like I
Um,
feel like I feel like in the East, I mean, with the West, like home field advantage is going to be a huge factor. Like your
mhm,
seating definitely matters. But like
mhm.
in the East, like I feel like anybody could beat anybody. Like I don't like in the East. There's just so many teams that are just like really good. So it's like
Yeah.
so at a certain point, you're just like, okay, Brooklyn, if they can win, if they can win and they go against who the current 2 seed is, which I think
Hmm.
is Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a rematch of the Eastern Conference Finals from last season.
Yep.
So like that's just gonna be a juggernaut of a match, and then
Hmm.
Miami. I mean, you can make the argument it might be Miami Cleveland,
Yeah.
or it could be Miami Cleveland, or it could be Miami Atlanta. Like either of those are gonna be like really tough first round matchups.
Do you think the Hornets could make a run? Could like they could make it and get in?
Well, I just read that Gordon Hayward's out for the play in.
Oh, for the play-in, but he's not out for like the whole thing.
No, but they're in the play
Okay.
in, so they have to win.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the Hornets, man. They're just fun to watch. Like Lamelo, Rozier, Oubre. They have like a fun squad. And I think is Isaiah Thomas still on there, or
Yeah.
did his contract?
No,
No, he's still on there.
they signed up for the rest of the season.
Cool. Nice. Then yeah, if they have, I like Miles Bridges. But okay, side note, Miles Bridges is a good rapper. Like he's not
What?
okay. Like he's not like J Cole or anything, or
Okay.
like super like
Well, hold on.
real hip hop. But like,
Hold on.
are you gonna look it
Is he
up?
better than Dame?
I think he has better songs than Dame, bro. I think Dame is a better rapper. Like if you want to be like bar for bar, like who could rap better than who? Damian Lillard's like a better rapper,
Yeah.
but Miles Bridges is like he makes like a nice song. He makes like a solid catchy song. It's very like a um I don't do you ever listen to I don't know if you listen to them, but they're based out of LA, like Shoreline Mafia.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I listen to Miles Bridges, I get and like watch his music videos, like I get like Shoreline Mafia vibes from him. So it's like it's not bars, and it's kind of like your typical like rap, like get money, fuck bitches type shit.
Mhm.
But Miles Bridges can make a good song, man. I'm not side note.
You know what? You know what? Our next episode is going to be an NBA season review because we'll have the playing games to talk about as well. Um, and we're just gonna talk about we're gonna list the top 5 current NBA players as rappers.
Okay, all right. That'll be fun. We'll make a side note. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Watch after this. Watch some Miles Bridges music videos.
dude, I'm gonna go on a mission, man. I,
um,
I'll let you know. I'm anticipating like Lil B the God, Lil B the Baby
no,
God.
It's not Little B-ish. No, because like Little B is like he's trolling. Like Miles Bridges is like rapping. I'm letting it. It's like Shoreline Mafia.
Okay,
Like it reminds me of
okay,
Shoreline Mafia.
all right. I'm gonna
Um,
go listen to it, and then we're gonna make this top five list next episode.
okay, top five current rappers now in the NBA.
Right.
It's 2022. Yeah. All right. Freaking. But yeah, let's see if like I don't know. I like watching the Hornets, but I don't know if they'll. I don't know. I hope they make the playoffs at least. I don't know if
Yeah.
they could make a run to go because I feel like they're kind of inexperienced. But if Hayward's in there, maybe they could make a little run depending on where they're at.
Maybe, but they have to get through the play-in without him,
Hmm.
which is tough. Which is gonna be tough. And
Yeah.
then because you have to beat a Hawks team that's been playing pretty well as of late. But then you also then have to beat the winner of the 7-8 game after that. So you have to win two games to get there. And then at that point, you're playing for the right to play. You're at the one seed Miami Heat. And
Yeah. Like it's damn. You really got to fight just to freaking maybe lose to the top team at the time.
right,
Fuck. That's rough.
yeah. But
That's a Cinderella story if they make
that
it.
that'd be
Shouts out the Hornet.
any. I feel like any play-in team, if they make a run, is a Cinderella story.
Could Jordan come in if he wanted to and be like, you know what, for this play-in, I'll play one more game as the owner? Like, is that allowed at one point? Is that like,
They might
is that, could he do that?
I don't think they can. I don't think he can.
Yeah.
Just like you can't have a coach that's on the bench come in and play.
Uh,
You can't have an owner come in and play.
uh,
But they might need that to
have Jordan come in for one play.
dude, just have him come in for like 10 minutes and he'll score like 5 points and it'll just be
Yeah. Or just fuck that. Just have him just come in just for one clutch play. Dude, he would be like, if you ever want to talk about like GOAT, like shit, if they ever let Jordan do that and he hits a game winner in
oh
today's
man,
era,
oh man.
I think there's no more like GOAT conversations anymore.
Because
You're
he's
like,
like in his 50s and he'd just be like,
yeah,
he made it. Dude, imagine he comes back for a game, hits a shot of like KD.
yeah. Like if he comes for a game and like dominates and he's like, I took all this shit personal.
Stop it. Get some help, man.
But damn, yeah, we'll see. No, yeah, we'll have a solid another NBA episode next episode.
Oddly though, you know what I'm really looking forward to when it comes to these playoffs?
What up?
The sneaker game that's gonna come about, man.
Yeah, I see. I was gonna ask. So speaking of Jordan, I see some Jordan logos on your
You see
background.
it like right there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is there any reason why you're all swagged out for your background?
I mean, there's a couple of reasons for sure. I mean, for starters, NBA players seem to have the best shoe game out of any like sport or anything like that.
I think they're the only like sports where you could. Well, I think soccer you could kind of see them come in, but no one really pays attention to soccer like that. But you're true. That's true. A lot of NBA players got solid sneakers.
But yeah, so like there's that piece of it, but like also like I've been like getting into sneakers just like as like just like as an interest over the past like year, and I don't know if you know this, but like companies like Nike and Adidas have like apps that like have like shoe drops on them, and you can enter like a drawing just for the right to buy a shoe.
That's crazy. So how do you tell me like the process of it? Do you follow like Twitter accounts or like accounts to know like a certain shoe is gonna drop? And then how does it work? What's like the process of a drop?
So
from conception to like getting it.
I'm not like super big into it just yet. Like I know there's like Twitter accounts that you can follow, and I know there's Instagram pages that you can follow as well.
Yeah.
I just use the sneakers and the confirmed app. So sneakers is Nike's app, and the confirmed is Adidas's app.
Okay.
So I'll just check periodically and be like, oh hey, what's coming soon? And then it'll give like Nike will give you like a list of like the 2 weeks of like what shoes they're planning to drop. And like when they're gonna drop, so that way like at that moment you can enter their like drawing to win. Adidas is a little different. Adidas is confirmed app. What they'll do is they'll be like, oh, this one's coming soon, and then like they'll give you like a date that you can actually enter the drawing.
Yeah.
And then like after you enter the drawing, it'll be like a few days to let people enter, and then like at like 7 a.m. on a certain day, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, we did the drawing, and you didn't win," or "Damn, you won."
Mm.
So like I've been doing this for about a year now, where like I'll go on these apps, try to enter in the drawing, and then just lose. But
You're like, you didn't get it. Do you just like put your info in and
yeah,
like hope they pick you?
yeah, it's essentially you
Okay.
put in your info, you put your billing and shipping addresses, you put all your info in and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and then just for them to be like, "Oh hey, nah, you didn't win."
Ah.
And it's like I buy like I go on there to buy shoes for like myself,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like and I grab like a size 11 for myself, and it's like size 11 is like a super common size, so
Yeah.
it's like a hella people are trying to get them at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
but like yeah, but like the reason why I wanted to mention it because like I won my first drop like at my first drawing ever like yesterday
Nice.
and I was like, damn. The crazy thing is I don't even remember entering the drawing.
You were probably like doing a million things and you're like, fuck it, I'll just put my name in this shit.
Yeah, like honestly, it was getting to a point where I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna enter it. I'm not gonna win. Like I had gone through like a series of like L's,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just like, maybe I'm not gonna do it. And
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it, you might as well see what happens.
Yeah.
And I won. I was like, holy
Nice,
shit.
man. How does it work? Do they email you like, hey, you won? Like, how's that work?
So okay, so I got it through the Adidas Confirmed app,
Okay.
and it'll be like a notification on the app. So I'll walk you through just real quick the process of what I went through.
Mm-hmm.
So I found a pair uh, Yeezy Boost three Yeezy Boost 350s
Nice.
version 2. So it's the zebra design. So it's the black and white zebra design with like the red lettering on the side.
Mm.
And I think I entered it on a Tuesday,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna announce it on Saturday." And I was like, "Cool." And then like life happened, and I totally forgot that it was that I entered it. And then like Saturday morning at like 7 a.m., I got a notification from them. They're like, "Oh hey, congratulations, you won." And
You're like,
I was
what?
like, "Wait, what? What are you talking about? I never win this, man." And it's like it's not even like I won shoes. I won the
Yeah, that was
ability
gonna
to
say that's
buy
funny.
the shoe. And I was still like
That's
I was still like hella hyped. I
scarcity,
was like,
man.
dude, dude. But it's like it's crazy because like I know there's a bunch of people that go on there, they go on these apps or like they go to like
Mm-hmm.
random drops like in person to buy like shoes right away because like there's a really huge resale market for
Yeah,
sneakers.
it's so crazy. It's so crazy. My friend, he does a lot with that. Like he goes on like StockX. He buys like a lot of Supreme stuff too. Supreme is like probably like the best business model for like scarce things, and then people buy it, and then just like the value of it for like the resale. Um, but yeah, the some people get so intense of it that they have like bots like set up, so it does it automatically that it just buys all of their stuff. It's crazy. Would you ever just line up for a sneaker? I remember in middle school I always hella wanted to do that, but I don't think it's in me anymore to like line up for some sneakers.
I feel like I've missed my window to do that.
Yeah, same. Like I'm over it. It's more of like a young person thing, I feel. Or like, you know, like
Uh,
a teen early 20s maybe. I don't know.
like maybe I'd go to like the Supreme store in like New York
Uh-huh.
like once just to be like fuck it, I did it.
Just to say you went, but not so much for like I need this shoe.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I would just like go just to like experience it once and then just
Yeah.
never even worry about doing it again.
I get you. When I went to the vape store, there was like a line to get in, and it was like I'm never gonna be in. I don't know who when I'm ever gonna be in Japan again. So
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna be in line for to see like the store. But I think it's more of like the experience of
Yeah.
the store, not so much the a specific shoe kind of
But
thing.
like, dude, it's crazy. Some of these shoes though, are hella expensive.
It's
And
great.
like depending on what drops is like how much like it could be like hella it could cost you like that much more money. Like if you try to get like a pair of dunks,
Oh.
so like Nike dunks, either
Mm,
in either the low or the high,
hmm.
like you can buy it like they sell for like $180, like $200, and you can
Yeah.
turn around and sell them for like 400 or $500.
Damn, that's crazy.
Like,
Is it just because they're like limited edition dunks that they won't make anymore?
well, it usually. I mean, it's not that they won't make them again, but it's like usually it's like the color scheme is like
Mm.
different, is like different and unique, and then like some dunks will be like spot will be like in like conjunction with like people. So like I know Travis Scott had a pair that dropped,
Hmm.
and those were worth hella money. Like any shoe that like I at one point any shoe that like Kobe dropped was like worth like hella money.
Yeah. Freaking I remember like speaking of dunks, I remember watching like a I don't know if it was like a documentary or something, but it was like about sneakers and like back in like the early 2000s maybe like I want to say like early 2000s like almost 2010s people lined up for the pigeon dunks. Did you ever hear about like the pigeon
Oh
dunks?
yeah,
Yeah, freaking I just googled it right now on StockX. It's 127,100,065 650 like 127 650 for like some sneakers. That's crazy.
dude.
Can you imagine?
If you wanted to get a simple pair of black and white Dunk Lows off like Flight Club right now, it's like 200. Like for my size, so like a size 11, it's $260, and they sell for like up,
Yo,
and they sell for like 180 on the sneakers app.
that's some shit, man. I wonder I would how far are you willing to buy a shoe for? Like what is your how far are you willing to buy a shoe for?
My personal max is $250,
250
and
is it you'd buy
that's including tax.
like with everything?
Yeah. So like I
Damn.
paid just about 250 for the Yeezys, and that's probably the
But
most money I'll ever spend on a pair of shoes.
I still, if there's ever like a shoe that I actually like want is Bapes, like a Bape, like the Bapestas.
Mm-hmm.
They're like I'm looking at StockX right now. The cheapest is like three something. I don't know if it's in me to buy that much for shoes, bro. That's I think I'd need to be in like three more tax brackets
Bro, dude,
above where I'm at to
dude,
make me feel comfortable to buy
if
$500
if
shoes.
I were rich, like I would go out and I would try to buy a pair of like Nike Mags, like not even to wear, just to be like say I had them.
Nike, what was it?
It's called the Nike Mag. It's the Back to the Future sneaker.
Oh, like the Marty McFly shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, was or no, I don't know. Was that the original Yeezy? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I don't
Or
know.
am I thinking of a different one?
I think
Nike
I
Mags.
think you're thinking of a different pair.
No, yeah, it's kind of it is the Back to the Future ones.
Yeah, but I don't think they were the original Yeezys.
No, 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 no. I think
Yeah,
I wonder
dude,
what the Nike Yeezy look like.
dude, dude.
You would get those the Back to the Future shit.
You know how much these are right now on on Flight Club. They only have a size 8, right? 25 grand for
That's some
for a pair of sneakers, bro.
that's a lot, bro.
And it's like yeah, it's like limited edition, so like you get what you know what you're paying for. But it's insane. It's like
Oh, you know what's I get you. I was thinking of the Nike Yeezy is like the Red Octobers. Those are
dude,
yeah.
those are nice.
But they're inspired by the Nike mag. But that's crazy. On StockX I'm looking it's 115K for the Nike mag. Dude, that's some shit for some shoes, man. That I guess it just goes to show just how sneaker culture has grown. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, it's a real thing. I have a buddy that is like was at like one point was like super into them. Like he's got like books about like how like sneaker culture changed and everything, and it's really fascinating.
Hmm.
Just kind of like the change in like the market, because like there's a moment in time where you can get dunks for like $70.
Yeah, because it wasn't the I don't know, it didn't like matter as much. I remember because I got it from like the older like the like my older cousins that would like collect Jordans and stuff.
Yeah,
So like that's where like I get it from. But like I was never like super hardcore about it. But then I feel like with like the internet, it's just kind of it probably just like grown. You know what I'm saying?
it's like I feel like part of it is like part of it's like oh yeah the internet's like helped out, but like hip hop culture growing as much as it has put an
Hmm.
influence into it. And the
Popularity of basketball.
popularity of basketball being where it's at right
Hmm.
now has helped out a lot. Like you've got like dudes in like other lanes like that are like sneakerhead that are like promote like sneakers in like some aspect.
Yeah,
So it's like you got a bunch of different. You've got like sneakers coming at you from like a bunch of different avenues,
yeah.
and
And
so
there's the whole like resale value to it too.
dude, dude,
There's like that whole aspect to it. So
if
people don't give a shit about the sneakers. They just want to make money
if I had the money to do that, I totally would.
to just like invest in resell
Yeah, just
in sneakers.
invest in yourself because like at a certain point, like there's so much money that you can. There's like a lot of money to be made in that, and there's dudes
Yeah,
already making hella money into it.
it's crazy. I think the scary part is um buying at highs and then just demand going away and you just end up buying like 100 and like just say you've bought like 120K worth of shoes or like a shoe and then the next day no one gives a shit anymore and you're just like bruh, what is this?
Yeah,
I think that's the scary part is like the demand for it losing, but I feel like it's trending upwards.
yeah.
I feel like it's not going anywhere.
Honestly, dude, there's like new like there's like new. I feel like there's always like a convention, a sneaker convention. I feel like there's always like a like random meetups where like people go and like can trade shoes.
Mm.
Like it's just it's gotten to it's insane. It's but like all these sneakers that they're showing, they like look hella cool. And
They are
like
really cool.
and like watching a bunch of like I've been like over the past like month or so I've been watching a lot of basketball just getting ready for like the postseason and stuff like
Hmm.
that. And so many of these sneakers are like so clean.
You're like, damn, I need that. This, yeah.
I thought
Would you?
I found myself watching like three separate YouTube videos about PJ Tucker's sneaker collection because apparently
Yo,
PJ Tucker has
I like
like
his.
the best collection out of any NBA player.
You should watch Fat Joe, like Fat Joe sneakers collection. His
Yeah,
is really good too.
yeah,
I like Fat Joe's stuff. But yeah, no, I was gonna say that too because I remember. I think I didn't see a bunch of videos, but I remember seeing videos of like PJ Tucker's like collection.
yeah. And it's like, dude will like wear like $1,000 pair of sneakers like to a game, and just like rock them once to show that he like had them, and then like you never see him wear them again.
I think the most badass was Gilbert Arenas. He played in what was it like Dolce Gabbana or like Gucci shoes?
Oh man, I'd have to look this up.
It was what was it? Was it Dolce Gabbana? Because like he saw like Swaggy P in him. Yeah. He wore he was just like, man, I don't like these shoes. I don't wear these Dolce Gabbanas, and then he played in them. And I think he probably like dropped the like a fucking like 40 or some shit. Shouts out Gilbert Arenas, man.
Dude, shout out to Gilbert Arenas, man. Dude, that's crazy, man. But yeah, dude,
Yeah,
but yeah, dude. It's just like honestly though, like I found myself with a lot of time on my hands, so I've been like finding new things to kind of go into sneakers and things that kind of stick. But like shout out to me for finally winning a drawing, man. Shout out to me,
happy
thank
for you,
you,
man.
thank you.
I'm happy for you, bro.
Humble
Fucking,
brag, humble brag right there,
I want to see those Yeezys, man. I'm gonna go buy some Yeezys today. Goddamn it,
dude.
we'll see.
Good luck, bye.
Or probably just like Nike boot or the Adidas boost. I don't know.
Oh,
Do you like?
are you talking about the Ultra Boosts?
Yeah. Do you
I have
like?
a pair of Ultra Boosts.
Do you like the trend of that of like just like the boost? I feel like that's when I go see sneakers, they're all kind of like that. Damn, was that just all Kanye influence, man? He just influences so many things.
Kanye is untouchable, man.
Damn, but okay. So other than our sneaker and basketball collections, my ass finally started to watch Demon Slayer.
About time, dude. To be fair, you'll probably finish Demon Slayer way before I get to 100 episodes of One Piece. But
Yeah, no, it's One Piece is a slow burn, slow burn. Every week though, if you ever mention One Piece, this week's chapter, it's been crazy. It's just been crazy. It's just been crazy.
dude, honestly, at a certain point, I might just be like, hey, like I'll let you and like let you talk about it because it's gonna take me so long for me to catch up that I'll forget everything that you mentioned. Dude,
but no,
I want you to get to a point where it's you like going on a 5-minute tangent about the latest thing about One Piece.
I mean, maybe we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I'll probably do it naturally on one of these where we go crazy. But yeah, no, the it's been because I just don't want to spoil you because like it's a lot of cool stuff that's happening in the manga right now.
You think it's gearing up to like be like get to like the end point?
It's not close to the end point, but it's end point shit. Like end game shit is happening where it's like you could before it's like oh who knows when One Piece is gonna end, but like with the stuff that's developing, it's like oh these are things that we haven't known and like we're starting to know. So it's kind of like you see like a glimmer of light of One Piece ending. It's still not like fully there yet, but we're touching on topics where this is like end game shit.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, it's hype. It's very hype right now. But Demon Slayer
But Demon Slayer.
is really fucking good. I'm only 4 episodes in.
Oh man.
I have you ever watched Full Metal Alchemist?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, you should watch it. It's really good too. It's a really good story. But so
I gotta pick it. I just have to pick a hella long running.
just watch
anime.
One Piece. Just watch
Okay.
One Piece. Just watch One Piece.
Okay.
But Full Metal Alchemist is like you could knock it out, and like if you ever wanted to take a break, do Full Metal Alchemist to like take a break because it's not long. It's already finished.
Well,
Probably like 2 seasons.
How many episodes is it?
Let me see. It might be. I won't. Let me see. Hold up.
I mean, 'cause,
Full.
like, I've seen a bunch of people talk about Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, watch Brotherhood. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That's the one you want to. Because it's the manga. The Full Metal Alchemist is like it's kind of like a weird, different, like version of it. Make sure you watch Brotherhood.
Okay.
Episodes.
Okay. Well, then at that point you need to check how many.
64. 64.
Oh, for Brotherhood?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be a good break from a long haul of One Piece. But yeah, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood's really good. But I mentioned that because the main character in Demon Slayer. So first of all, I've never been so like sad in like a first episode.
Mhm.
Like, oh my god.
Yep.
Like his whole fucking family dies. Jesus. And like it was like he was like, I'm just gonna go for a walk, and then like his whole family dies.
Yep.
It's like it reminds me of Up. Not because nobody died. Well, no, somebody did die.
Yeah, someone did
Homeboys,
die.
yeah,
Dude,
freaking.
dude, honestly, it's interesting because like on an anime, it got me hooked. And Up, I stopped watching the movie.
Did you really?
Yeah, when it first
After seeing the first,
when it first
What?
came out, I was like what 10 when Up came out.
we were a little older when Up came out.
But not like super old. Not too much.
I want to say like middle, maybe even like freshman. Wait, hold up. Up release date. I want to say like '09. Let me see. My guess is
was it,
09.
was it 09?
It was '09. It was '09.
Oh, dude.
So
Dude, I was a junior in high school.
so did you just walk out the
Yeah.
theater, or did you like watch it on like DVD or some shit a little after? Or like maybe like you pirated it or you didn't pirate it, but you watched it on probably online or some shit because you could watch like movies online easily in '09.
What was it? I feel like I saw it in theaters. I don't remember. The first time I remember watching it was like at home. Like
Mhm.
I think I was like watching with like my girlfriend at the time.
Uh-huh.
And dude's wife died, and I'm like, what the hell is this shit? Like,
It was the most
like
for
why-
like a
why-
Pixar movie. It was so sad.
Like, why am
in
I
the
so,
beginning.
Why am I so sad right now?
It hit you right in the feelings at the
Dude,
beginning.
So like they hit me with that, and then they hit you with, oh, he's losing his home,
Yeah, this guy's down bad, bro.
and then I was just like, no, I'm not investing into this anymore. And then like, so like I like mentally checked out. I was like messing around with my phone. She was like really like enjoying it, watching it.
It was too much sorrow in the beginning.
And
It
then-
was
and
you're
then-
like I can't.
And then like there's like moments where like I'll jump in because like I'm not paying attention like the whole movie,
Mm-hmm.
and that's like the dog gets fucking bullied by other dogs,
You're like, why is this movie so sad?
and then this bird's like missing its kid, and I'm like, what the hell? Like it's just like sad after sad after sad after sad, and like
It gets happy, man. I'm telling you.
and then like you have the Boy Scout who has absentee parents, and it's like
Yeah.
and it's just like layers upon layers of sad. And it's like, does it have a happy ending? Yes. Do I really want to invest all of my time to get to a point where it gets to the happy ending? No. I'm not gonna deal with. I'm not gonna deal with the mental like
The mental anguish
the
of
emotional damage I'll be feeling throughout that whole
emotional damage.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm not gonna deal with any of that emotional damage just to get to a little bit of a happy ending.
Damn, man. It makes it's just,
And
it hits you in the feels, man.
it's
Shouts out Up. I
it's
want to watch it now.
it's like a roller coaster that like you start straight and then go down. Like you don't there's no build up. There's no like happy moment and then you hit the drop. It's
Yeah.
I mean there's like a slight one. So it's like you get a couple of seconds up going up and then it's down.
Just a deep, deep valley of sorrow.
And then like you're not ending up. Like I feel like you're not ending at like this super like good high. You're ending at like a middle ground.
I need to rewatch it. I remember I low key forget like the whole thing. I remember the one bad guy. There's balloons in his house at one point. That's why it goes up.
Yeah.
But yeah, just that's hilarious. I didn't know you felt so strongly about
It
Up.
it is my it is my least favorite Disney movie.
Is it Disney
It's
Pixar-ish?
Disney.
Or is it
I
Pixar?
think it
It's
is.
Disney?
It's Disney. I think it's Disney Pixar. It's my least favorite Pixar movie of all time.
Oh, dude, I
And that
like it.
and
I
that includes any sequels. That
damn.
includes any sequels.
That's
That includes A Bug's Life. All right,
You didn't like Bugs Life?
I did, but
Oh,
like
okay.
there's a lot of people that say like A Bug's Life is not a very good Pixar movie.
Oh. I need to rewatch them because it's I
That
think I only
that
watched them like one or twice once.
that includes like Brave, and that includes like any Pixar movie.
Have
I'll
you watched it in console yet?
I did,
Oh, I need to watch that.
dude. I have nieces, and they've been playing the music like nonstop.
Yeah, everyone loves my I have nephews and nieces too, and that's all they bump is in console.
Dude, I can't tell you how many times I've heard uh we don't talk about Bruno. Like it's all the time.
Oh,
And
dude, that's the hit. That's
yeah.
what my nieces like too.
And it's like okay, so like there's a phase on TikTok where it played a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like that phase is gone. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's not relevant in like most of the cultural zeitgeist.
Yeah.
You hit those like 7 year olds and lower and younger, it's still hella relevant. Like you
If you
still
like a
play.
song, you like a song,
Yeah.
bro. That's what it is. I'm sure we were like that when we were kids too, with probably like whatever songs I forget.
But the difference is we didn't have the access to listen to it.
True, you had to buy a CD.
You had to
Like I
buy a
remember,
CD.
and like you always, and I feel like back then it's like you if you bought a CD, it's like that's what you were listening to, and you would interchange between other CDs. But like for the most part, you're right. It's not as accessible as it is today, where you could like again.
Exactly. Exactly.
Mm.
I feel like Encanto's music is more played than Frozen's music first was. Because you heard Let It Go like all the time, like
Yeah,
everywhere.
I think it beat out
It did.
Frozen in charts,
It
right?
did.
Something like that.
Mhm. We don't talk about Bruno's like the best charting Disney song of all time.
Damn, shouts out Encanto, man.
Or it's like I think A Whole New World got like was at the number one spot at 1.2. So like
Mm-hmm.
it's like both of them are like tied. But like
Mm.
yeah, dude, I hear it all the time. All the time. I know all the words to those songs, and I haven't even and like I hadn't even I saw the movie twice
Yeah.
before I moved down to LA.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I've spent so much time with like my nieces, like I know every word to every song.
Man, okay. I need to today I'm gonna watch Up and then after that Encanto.
Now,
No, Encanto and then Up. I liked Up though, but okay, but I said that to say is in Demon Slayer, freaking it's like happy times and then freaking just sad times. And you're
very
like,
much
this is
so.
crazy. But I said that I brought up Full Metal Alchemist because in Demon Slayer, like the brother, was it Tunpei? Tunpei? I'm probably mispronouncing it,
Mhm.
but like the brother tries to protect his sister and try to get his sister to like not be a demon anymore.
Yeah.
Um, that dynamic in Full Metal Alchemist is like the older brother is trying to help out his younger brother. Like in a nutshell, like he lost his body, like the younger brother, and the
Mhm.
older brother is trying to get his younger brother's body back. That's in Full Metal Alchemist. So it's like that journey of like becoming or of trying to help like a sibling type shit. So yeah, that's what reminds me of it. But it's definitely not like Full Metal Alchemist. The action is impeccable, which I love.
Yep.
I
So, okay,
think
hold on. You're 4 episodes in to Demon
yeah.
Slayer, right?
Hmm.
How do you like it so far?
I'm
Because
I'm more
you're talking about like how sad it is.
I'm more emotionally invested in Demon Slayer than I am when I watch Jujutsu Kaisen.
Honestly, like as like a yeah, I think his name's Tanjiro.
Yeah, Tanjiro. Yeah, but I'm way more emotionally invested in these first four episodes compared to Jujutsu Kaisen. I love I really like Jujutsu Kaisen. It's done well. It really reminds me of like a updated Naruto-ish. Not really, kinda. There's just little things about it that remind me of it. They're both good in their own way, but I don't know, just like Demon Slayer is just like it's so intense. It's just so more high risk. The guy loses his whole fucking family in the first episode, and
Except
you're like, oh my god.
except for his
Except
sister.
for his sister, except for his sister. But now he has to,
Nezuko? Nezuko?
yeah, Nezuko,
Nezuko?
yeah, and yeah, it's really I want to see where this journey goes. I really want to. The story is just so more is way more intense.
Oh yeah, dude, tell me about
But
it.
yeah, I don't know. I guess the Jujutsu Kaisen is more of like a, there's a school, and then there's upperclassmen, and there's like an exam type stuff, and it's emotional in its own way, but I feel like the Demon Slayer is just more. It's so much more in your face in these first four episodes. Just so much at stake already, so it's cool. I like it.
Did you got to finish? Did you get to finish the 7 day?
So I just finished episode four, where how do you say his name? Tanjiro?
Tanjiro? Yeah.
When Tanjiro slices up the old
Oh, the demon.
demon that ate the other
Yeah.
pupils that he taught, and like, it was really sad. So like the red hair guy, and then the little girl that helped train Tanjiro to cut the boulder.
Mhm.
Um, and then the emotion from the teacher too, because he had some trouble. He has some sorrow because his pupils were eaten by that demon.
Yeah.
So freaking is crazy. I'm excited to see like the more intense demons that are like hella strong. Because I've seen just like your run of the mill demons, and I like how it's low key like Blade, where they're kind of like vampires.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
In a way.
And the whole sun thing, but like they're demons. I wonder if no spoilers because but like in my head, I wonder if the sister is gonna be Blade, and where she's a day walker, and like she could be in the day and she's a demon at night, and they have to figure out a way to cure her. I don't know if they're cure her, or if they have like a thing where she eats demons instead of like having to eat humans. Oh, I like that. I like that demon eater. But I don't know. I'm really excited to see where it goes. Like I like Demon Slayer.
Okay, so I'm caught up.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And it's done though, right? Like it's not ongoing anymore. Like the
no,
story is done.
I don't know about the manga, but I know there's. I think there's gonna be like a season 3 of the anime.
So Demon Slayer is still ongoing.
Yeah.
It's still gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was done.
No.
Like it was done for like the season, but it's still
Yeah,
gonna
it's
keep
still gonna
going.
keep
There's
going.
still more story to tell.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm excited to keep looking forward to
makes
it.
enough money to get more seasons.
I could understand. I just thought they already like finished up and like wrapped it up, and they're like, "This is my story," and I told it.
No.
But
no,
shouts out to them for still. They're gonna milk the shit out of this and get all the merch and all the monies.
I mean, they could be like Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I will. Okay, so you started to read the manga for Jujutsu Kaisen, though. Speaking of manga,
I got through 2 chapters.
Damn. All right, we need to start. So now we could start reading. I'm down to start reading Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer.
Let's do it.
So I'll be a 3-person anime or manga.
And then I'll find a third manga to start reading.
No, you have to catch up to One Piece and start reading the manga.
Honestly, that might be more digestible for me.
If you just read I mean, yeah. If you start enjoying like reading the manga, then yeah, just read the One Piece manga.
Dude, what was it? I read the first 2 chapters of Jujutsu Kaisen,
and
I didn't even realize that like I had read through both chapters.
It's really quick.
Yeah.
It's really quick. And just like the art of it is like really fun to watch, to like look at. It's cool. You kind of, especially like if you binge read, you just get absorbed with the story.
Yeah, dude,
I like
I
it.
might do it.
I like
I might do it. I
it.
might I might forego the anime for a while and just read the manga and then get caught up.
For One Piece.
Yeah,
Oh man, we'll see. Yeah, let's do it. But yeah, I'm excited for to finish Demon Slayer and see where it goes.
damn dude.
I'll see. Then I'll give you affirmative if it's Jujutsu Kaisen over Demon Slayer. Of like, I have to watch all of Demon Slayer, then kind of like let the hype go down of like how I feel about it, and then after that think like objectively, I guess,
Yeah.
between the two.
And don't forget about the Demon Slayer movie, man.
Yeah, I need to watch the movie. I wish hopefully they do a re-showing and I could watch it at the theater because I enjoyed watching the Jujutsu Kaisen movie.
Dude, I didn't even get a chance to see the Jujutsu Kaisen movie in
It's
theaters.
the prequel, so it's the prequel. Remember
Yeah,
when we were talking
we were
about
talking
like,
about
oh,
it.
should we
It's supposed to be like
like
Jujutsu Kaisen Zero.
yeah, it's like before like the main characters. But yeah, well you should watch the movie, man. That shit is tight.
Dude, I might just do it. I might do it, man.
Like
But there's so many shows I need to catch up on. I mean, One Piece on its own is gonna be a chore.
are you gonna do that TikTok where it's like I'm gonna work out every day until
Dude,
I
honestly, that might be the motivation I need to actually watch through all of them because I'm not a huge fan of working out. So, like, if I force myself to work out every day until I finish it, I might just end up binge watching it.
I read a book, Atomic Habits. It's a really good book. I suggest to go watch it or to go read it.
Mm.
But that's one of the strategies in there is habit stacking.
Mhm.
So it's like let's say like you don't like to work out, but if you stack watching One Piece on top of like working out, so it's like you're doing something enjoyable while you're doing something that you didn't really feel like doing.
Mhm.
You're more you're you're more prone to want to do it because you're looking forward to it. Because so
Yeah.
now in your head, it's like, oh, One Piece. Oh, okay, that means I'll just walk on the treadmill at the same time, or I'll, do something while I watch One Piece. So yeah, you could do that, man. You got this. Whatever, or you could just read it. Whatever. My goal is, of course, I want you to be healthy, but I
Of
care
course.
more that you watch One Piece. So whatever gets you to watch it.
It's like I care for your health, kinda. You finishing One Piece, way more important.
Way more like priority is like
You know,
you should really finish One Piece. And you're like, if you end up becoming a healthier person after that, shouts out One Piece for helping you do that.
exactly. Well, you heard it.
But
You
yeah,
heard it here first. Your health is not as important as catching up to One Piece.
you say it's so bleak.
Call it a summary, man. Call it a summary.
Well, yeah, go watch. Shouts out One Piece. Everyone, go watch One Piece. But we're gonna definitely start reading. Or I'm gonna try to finish Demon Slayer, then we'll start reading these Demon Slayers and Jujutsu Kaisen.
Sounds good, man.
But so for you though, like after you still feel the same way as Demon Slayer over Jujutsu Kaisen?
I do.
Mm.
I feel like at least in my opinion, Jujutsu Kaisen is easier to digest.
Mm-hmm.
But like the payoff in Demon Slayer is so much better,
Mm.
in my opinion, that like it kind of just holds its own. It like it overtakes for how easy Jujutsu Kaisen can be to like take in.
What was the difference that you wanted to keep watching Demon Slayer after such the sad first episode, um, compared to how you hella just didn't want to watch Up anymore after like that first like 10 minutes of Up?
So with Demon Slayer, it was. I'll put it this way. I'll put it this way. You got a Tanjiro got a motivation to do something because of it.
Mm-hmm.
The dude just sulked. He's like, oh, my life's terrible. My wife died. Now I'm gonna be a shut-in, and he just became a shut-in, and was like super grumpy. And it's like, yes, I get it. You're older, but like with Tanjiro, he used it as like a motivation to be something else. And, like he has like a goal and like a purpose for everything. Like dude and Up, it's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna like I'm gonna like not go on these trips because like stuff comes up, and then my wife's gonna get sick, and then she dies, and then I'm just gonna sulk here until business people are trying to take my home away, my home and my property. And then you know what I'm gonna do? No, I'm not gonna resolve it and try to like. I'm not gonna try to resolve it by like doing things I can to keep my house. No, I'm just gonna blow a bunch of balloons and fly
away. So it's more of like just the main character and up like the old dude. It's just he wasn't likable off the bat, and you're just like I don't want to root for this guy. Whereas in Tanjiro, you're like I could root for Tanjiro.
Exactly.
I got you.
Like I couldn't get invested into Mr. Fredrickson. Is that his name?
I think you're right. Yeah.
I couldn't get invested with Mr. Fredrickson as a character.
Yeah.
But like I can get invested in Tanjiro's story.
Yeah, because you from the bat you feel bad for him and you start wanting him to succeed.
Right.
Where it's like in Up you're like, man, fuck this old dude.
It's like so like with Up, it was one thing after another. With Demon Slayer, it was like one fell swoop of everything happening.
Yeah. And then it's all like, oh, training montage.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I fucking love a training montage.
And then it's like him him having some hope with his sister because his sister doesn't like try to like she like attacks him, but she doesn't kill him.
Yeah.
So it's like there's
it's like a sliver of light.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, maybe something, and it makes you want to just like keep watching.
Exactly.
Man, shouts out Demon Slayer. On that note, I'm gonna go watch some Demon Slayer right now, bro.
Do it, man. We'll end the podcast here. So you can go ahead and do just that.
Yeah. All right. Well, shouts out to everyone. Episode 32.
Episode 32.
Peace out. Shouts out. We're in our Shack numbers now. We're gonna make a little Shack run for our episodes. We're in like the center episodes.
Are we doing
all the great centers?
Are we doing Shack or can I call it the Giannis?
Oh, okay. Is the Giannis episode?
The Giannis episode instead of the
Shaq
Shaq
Giannis episode. I like it.
Episode 34, the Shaq episode.
Yeah. All right. I'm here with it. There's a lot of solid players that rock 30s.
Yeah.
Like in the 30s.
Yeah.
Damn. So we had our Curry episode in 30, and then after that we had the Reggie Miller episode in 31, and now is the Giannis episode. All right. I fuck with it.
You know what?
What?
It's also Lob City Blake Griffin episode.
Oh, okay.
Just another 32, man.
That's another 32. Damn. All right. Shouts out.
Shout to all.
I'm sad.
Shout out to all the dudes that wear number 32, but like, shout out to the Lakers for proving that they can't buy you a team and can't buy you a championship.
They just, yeah. Shouts out. Good job for the Clippers on maintaining that 8th seed. Dude, let's see. Hopefully Kawhi comes back and you guys make a run.
I think one last note before we end it.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to what we were talking about, I think the Clippers at the very least making the play-in, and technically without the play-in, they would have been they would have made the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
With all the injuries the Clippers have had this season, further makes the Lakers season that more disappointing.
Because like they could have fought through and figured something out.
Right.
If like so you're saying like if the Clippers could have figured it out, the Lakers could have at least figured it out.
Yeah, it's like the Clippers became like what you should have done versus the Lakers like what you shouldn't do.
Sad times.
Hey, no. Great times.
Shouts out everybody. Shout out Demon Slayer. Shout out to Lakers. They're in Cancun right now. Hopefully the Clippers make a run.
No,
Kawhi come back.
I think the Lakers played the last game today.
Peace out, everyone. Okay, bye.